Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Antisocial Club podcast, episode 5, motherfucker.
Episode 5 already, man.
Already, that is a lot of hours of bullshit of us talking. Thank you to anybody who has listened to us talking about all kind of shit, you know.
Yeah, and a special thank you to our special guest, Sydney, from last week.
Yes, that was very nice of her to come on. It's very good topics. A lot about weed, man.
Yeah, it was pretty much the whole episode. So.
It's okay, though. We love our marijuanas here, and we support the legalization of marijuana.
Well, that's why we did name it 420 friendly, so...
True that. Well, if you guys have been listening, then you know that we start every podcast off with a shot.
With a shot.
So today we were doing the Crown Royal Peach.
Man, you love your Crown Royals, huh?
I do love my Crown
Royals.
Royals.
Going through all the flavors.
We've gone through pretty much 3 flavors on this podcast. We've done the original, we did apple twice. Now we're going for the peach. This peach shit, it's actually pretty rare to find.
Okay.
It's a seasonal thing, and it comes around like summertime and stuff.
Oh, shit.
And this stuff mixed with like some peach tea, peach juice is just fucking phenomenal. Highly recommend it. If you can find the Crown Royal Peach, it's a little expensive, but it is a delicious whiskey. And it's guaranteed to get you a little buzzed. So
yeah, that apple was good as fuck.
That apple was very good. It's a little bit strong. I think the peach is a little bit lighter on the throat, you know, less fiery.
I don't know, man.
That apple was pretty good, but
it's definitely better than the fucking regular. Like the regular,
will give you that.
Fucking slap me in the fucking face.
The regular is like drinking tar
dude.
Whiskey. It's pretty weird.
I'm not a huge drinker anymore, so
yeah, I don't blame you. But let's try it out, man. Ooh, na zdrowie. You could chase it down with this if you want. It's a really good mixture. It's Arizona peach tea. Use that as a chaser and tell me what you think. It's like drinking peach rings, man.
Yeah, man.
Like drinking peach rings.
Especially if you like peach-flavored stuff.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I'm not the biggest peach-flavored fan.
Yeah, but I'm not
but
solely
it is very good.
It.
You know, even though I'm not a big peach fan, that shit is pretty good.
No, is it more so, do you like peaches themselves, or do you like non-peach flavoring shit?
Or just peach themselves.
Yeah,
excuse me, they like
the
peach
flavoring. Gotcha,
you know?
For sure. I have that separation of like certain fruits. I enjoy the fruit itself, but the flavor of the artificial flavor.
I'm fucking
different.
weird. I'm fucking weird, dude. I don't like fruit.
You don't like fruit?
Nope.
What?
I got it cut out like a bad friend. I got that fucking whole food group.
This whole time I've known you. Yeah, no, I've never seen you eat a fruit. You're right.
Nope.
I've never offered you a pair of grapes or...
No, it's weird, man. I don't know if it's just like the texture or whatever the fuck, but man, every fucking time. Because I'll try again every once in a while.
Really? Even the watermelon? No watermelon?
Dude, nothing.
No watermelon?
No fruit.
Damn,
give me some fucking Starburst or some fruit drinks, though.
Okay, fuck yeah, I can fucks with it.
Like,
some gummies?
Fruit-flavored stuff is great.
Sour Patch straws?
I mean, I got like flavors like I like better than others, but like, peach is one of those where it's not my favorite. It's kind of in the middle for me.
It's up there.
But that sour apple, though.
Sour apple, dude.
Sour apple's phenomenal, man.
So, like, there's this candy. It's Sweetheart Ropes, right? It's like a chewy rope.
Yeah.
And they made them different flavors. They have, like, the cherry ones, and now they have green apple ones, dude. And my fucking mind was blown. No, I'm sorry. There's sour apple. Sour green apple. Fucking solid, delicious. Highly recommended. Best $2 you ever spent.
Man.
Those are great.
Dude, you just reminded me of the fucking... the edible nerd ropes.
Ooh.
Those 400 milligram ones. I gotta get me some.
I'm sure you were high.
Those are so fucking good, dude.
I would love to do
fuck yeah, they're strong. 400 milligrams, dude. I ate the whole rope.
Think about the length of a nerd's rope, too. Like, that's such milligrams and such little length.
Dude, if you're not used to edibles, don't eat the whole thing. I'll tell you right now.
I'll get... Like, okay, I will.
I've had my fair share, so I'm okay.
But I will always preach this: eat half. Okay, if you're thinking about eating edibles, eat half.
And if you think you're not getting high, don't eat it right away. Don't eat more.
Remember, they're not instant.
If
you start feeling it instantly, you know you're gonna be fucked.
Well, it definitely depends on I think we talked about this last time, but it's like all depends on what you eat and shit too. You know, like how hydrated you are and all that fun shit.
Yeah, if you have food in your stomach already to help break it down, it can hit you faster, quicker. You know, if you haven't eaten in a while, you know. It could do the same process. It all depends on your body too, and you know it's a lot of factors that go into edibles. That's why it's really hard to kind of delegate how much is enough for one person.
Oh man, we're going.
But it's a fun risk, man.
We're going off on weed again.
But anyway, I haven't asked you. What's new in your life, man?
Honestly, not too much. Just been hanging out with my buddy Clayton a lot.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
I finished up Hannibal. It's a good ass show.
Hannibal.
I'm sad it got canceled.
Like Burris or Lecter?
Lecter, man.
Of course.
We talked about this before.
Oh, yeah. Hannibal Lecter, man.
Yeah, it's a good-ass show, dude.
Very.
It's like on a separate timeline than the movies. But they did a lot of creative
Does it
shit.
kind of go before the movies? Is it kind of like in between?
Well,
before,
I would say
during, after?
if you're following the actual timeline,
Yes.
it kind of takes place like after Hannibal Rising.
Okay, for sure.
And in between, like, because at the end, like season 3, about halfway through, spoiler alert, is pretty much the movie Red Dragon, with a lot of different changes.
Gotcha.
And there's a lot of things in the show that kind of contradict each other.
Okay, yeah, understandable.
Like, people die in the last movie of the Hannibal series. So well, it's kind of on its own timeline.
So it's on its own ideology. Kind of it's Earth B.
But I think like Mads Mikkelsen or whatever his name is that does Hannibal in the show does a phenomenal fucking job.
That's good. Hell
and
yeah,
like
man.
Anthony Hopkins was phenomenal too. So I love both aspects of Hannibal.
It's really cool.
But no, man, if you like that kind of thing, it's a really good fucking show.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I'll be sure to check it out sometime soon. I've been just cutting into different TV shows myself. Recently found that one of my favorite shows, Comic Book Man, is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Which is it's a show about like these guys who run a comic book store, but it's actually so I don't know if you're a Kevin Smith fan. Kevin Smith's a big director. Oh, yeah. He's done Clerks, Chasing Amy, the whole Jay and Silent Bob series. He made that weird movie Tusk.
Yeah,
where he turned Jason Long into a walrus. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, and then I'm also a pretty big comic book fan as well.
Oh, of course.
Started collecting comics about 3 years ago, like heavily, and then got into it and all that, and things happen, but slowly want to get back into it. But the show has helped me like feed my inner nerd.
No, of course, and you always got to feed that inner nerd.
Oh yeah, man. just seeing these holy grails of comic books on the table. And seeing like them in possession, hearing more about them, and why they're so important and why they're so expensive. There's stuff. Like I picked up a copy of The Walking Dead's last issue, which was very hard to find because what happened was The Walking Dead just ended their run in the middle of like nowhere, so they didn't like give you a pre-warning like, hey guys, coming up soon is the end of the series. We just thought it was another issue. So when these comic book shops they buy their comics, what they have to do is they have to buy them like months ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you just kind of buy a few copies. You don't know how much it's going to sell. And all of a sudden, they're like, hey, this is the last issue.
Oh, shit.
Like the day it dropped. So everyone was running to comic book shops and was like, yo, I need 5 copies of it.
Just make them rare as fuck,
and
right?
People were buying up multiple quantities of them. On the day that they came out, it's a $4 comic. They were selling it for $40.
Yeah, dude.
Certain shops were, but I had a really cool...
no, you got to hold on to that shit for a few years.
Yeah.
You can make bank off that.
That's why I'm sad I had to sell it to go see Suicide Boy, this whole my collection. But was it worth it? Yes, but no. Because I do miss my comics, but to be able to say I saw the Suicide Boys, Denzel Curry, Shakewell, Trash Talk was really cool. They're a hardcore band.
Well, I'll say, man, I can appreciate like art and some of that shit like that. And I appreciate comics and the work that goes into them.
Most definitely.
But I'm not really like a huge material person unless it comes to things like my phone and shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
I don't have a lot of stuff. Put it like that.
Most definitely.
Like, I would definitely take the experience.
Yes. And it's more so the fact of, too, like, comic books, you get stories that you don't get on TV. There's certain stories that maybe they're too graphic to put on TV, or they're too, like, edgy to put on TV, because comic books really do push the limits of storytelling. When it comes to comic books, like, there's some that are just really deep and really into it. That's why I really found a liking to DC recently. So I started off my nerd binge with Marvel. Mm-hmm. The whole start of the Avengers, new Iron Man, and all that came out. It brought Marvel to a new light.
Oh, yeah.
Prior to then, we had Spider-Man and stuff. What's his name again? Who's the first guy who did Peter Parker?
Peter Parker,
what's that guy's
name? Maguire?
Tobey Maguire, yes. I don't know why I forgot his name. But yeah, we had that, but it wasn't a multiverse. With the Iron Man and the Thor and Hulk and all this, and then we get the Avengers, all of it comes together. So you're kind of watching, like, a movie series that is one big TV series as well because it all connects.
Yeah.
So having that was cool, but having, like, comic books is sweet, too, because you get a different storyline, you get different stuff that you can, have possible. It was really cool, like the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, having like a cool storyline, being able to have like different characters come together was really cool. And like, comic books, the problem I have with comic books opposed to movies is that there's a lot of, it takes a while to make a movie.
Yeah, dude.
It's like the Deadpool movies. There's a lot of storyline to it, but we're only on 2 Deadpool movies, and there's like a lot of issues.
Yeah.
You know, since Deadpool started, and I think it was 92, he came out in an issue called New Mutants number 90.
Yeah.
That was his first appearance. And since he came out, he was already loved and a big, character. But Ryan Reynolds really brought him to life.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I love Ryan Reynolds.
And it's really cool to see Ryan Reynolds, who is actually a big fan of Deadpool himself and has read the comics and understands how he is and is able to recreate that. I don't think anyone else is a better pick for Deadpool than Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, and I'm glad they gave him a second chance after, what was it, like X-Men Origins or something?
And, I don't know.
Wolverine or something?
Yeah, I don't know the validity of it, but I heard he didn't want to do the part because he saw how they were making it and he had no control over it. And he said, I don't want to do it because you guys aren't doing it right.
Yeah.
This is not how you introduce Deadpool in the X-Men.
No, I'm glad they brought him back, though, because he is the perfect Deadpool.
In his acting, it seems like he intentionally, and maybe this was just gathering from watching it, it's not confirmed, but from watching the movie itself, you just see, how he just got it over with. He did the scene, got it over with, and was call it a day.
Yeah.
Opposed to now, you see him play Deadpool, he is full hunky-dory, happy. He's in his
passion, man.
His passion.
Like we've talked about this before. Passion makes a difference in art, and artwork in general. All types of art.
And it's awesome to see him embody this character, to see him be able to play him how he does, and also have the mind of Deadpool and be able to say these things and do these things that are actual, homage to the comic.
Yeah.
The comic books are really good. I really enjoyed those. So that was a big thing. When I was collecting, it was Deadpool. Mostly Deadpool, a little bit of, they had this series called Batman Who Laughs.
Okay, yeah.
Where you take the body of the Batman with the mind of the Joker. So you have the greatest villain ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I think I've seen the artwork for that.
It was really good, man. Really enjoyed that. But, yeah, so that was my little take on what I've been doing lately. Just pretty much watching the show and kind of re-sparking my love for comics again. And, doing a little research on how I can get past issues and stuff,
Yeah.
Because there's certain ones I want to get my collection back up, so.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So yeah, that's what's new in my life.
No, it's cool because, this is the time for, comic artists to, be doing their thing. And, because the cinema right now is struggling because of COVID and all that. There's movie theaters in Michigan I don't even think are allowed to open up yet.
And, I stopped collecting right when, about a few months before COVID. So I don't really know how it affected the comic book industry, too, because I'm sure that really hit them hard.
Yeah, I mean, it hit everybody hard. It's still hitting everybody hard.
Yeah. And then, there's a feeling opposed to ordering them online and having them shipped to you, of going in a store and, having this connection with this person who works there. Where I used to go to is called Warp Zone Comics in Brownstown, Michigan. Mm-hmm. Really cool place, great guys there. I would message them, personally on Facebook and be like, hey, because I worked really late, and by the time I got out, they were pretty much closed.
Yeah.
But on Thursdays, I could get there, but new comics come out on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So what I would do is hit them up on Wednesday, figure out what comics I wanted, tell them, hey, hold on to these for me. Mm-hmm. And they'd even hold a few extras, hey, I know what you collect, here's a few things I think you might like. I put them to the side for you. If not, we'll put them back on the shelves, but...
They're starting to recognize your face.
So, yeah, it was really cool, man. The recommendations were great. It's not like they just, pulled some shit to the side, oh, we can't sell this, so I'm going to recommend it to you.
Yeah, dude.
It was variant covers that came out for a while where they were making every character in the Marvel comics Carnageized.
Okay.
So they would, make him, look like Carnage.
Yeah.
So they had, the Hulk Carnage, and, that was really cool. So, having this, blend of, one of the most psychotic Marvel characters, Because in Marvel, it's kind of a thing you don't kill. Except for the villains. And then we have Carnage who comes along who's just mad destruction.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know enough about Carnage and to be honest with Venom either. I know they're tied together, aren't they? Somehow?
Somehow, yes, for sure.
But, I watched the Spider-Man cartoons when I was growing up. I just don't fucking remember shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. But anyway, the news.
But yeah, what I was talking about with the COVID and the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot harder to film right now. So this whole cinema industry is
which we'll touch on that a little bit in a little bit here.
Yeah, but I mean, did you hear about I don't know if that's a rumor or not because I haven't checked into it, but fucking Robert Pattinson might have COVID.
I was just about to talk about that. Yes. You guys know last week they finally dropped the new trailer for the new Batman movie.
And it's fucking awesome.
It is beautiful. It is called The Batman. Robert Pattinson is playing Batman himself, Bruce Wayne. We have Zoe Kravitz, who's actually Lenny Kravitz's daughter, is playing Catwoman.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Oh, shit.
It heavily hints towards the Riddler as being the main villain. I mean, we can pretty much just call it that right now because of all the question marks.
Yeah, all the shit in the trailer.
It's implemented pretty heavily, so I mean, at this point, we can just call it the main villain's going to be the Riddler.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful trailer so far. The suit looks great from what I see. He wears it very well. I love the scene in the trailer where the guy goes, "The hell are you supposed to do?" And Robert Pattinson just like decks the fuck out of this guy, beats the living shit out of him.
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was kind of worried of what this aspect of Robert Pattinson's Batman would be like.
Yes, and
because he came from fucking Twilight. That's what everyone knows him for. So I mean, all the fucking memes and all the fucking jokes. I'm tell you. I linked quite a few Robert Pattinson memes about sparkling Batman, okay?
Yeah.
But I was a little worried about it, because if it looked bad, I wasn't going to go see it. Yeah, but I'm a pretty big Batman fan.
I feel
so, I mean...
And I didn't know what to expect, but as a, see... A lot of people see, he's playing Batman, but he's also playing Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And what is Bruce Wayne? He is the rich kid, pretty boy who has everything but is still depressed.
Yeah.
Is that not Robert Pattinson in every movie he's ever played?
Hey...
I mean, come on. He's got to play it well. He's got the jawline for the mask. I'll give him that.
I can tell you that he looked good in the Batman outfit.
He did.
Like, that scene...
He embodied it well. I was afraid because of the physique.
Yeah.
That's the one thing...
Wasn't there a joke where he, was saying that, you couldn't gain weight for a while, or you couldn't build muscle or something like that?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not sure how fucking real that is either, but...
Great trailer. Awesome stuff. But the following week, here we are... And Robert Pattinson has COVID.
Yeah.
So that's putting filming to a temporary stop, but they just announced today that they are picking up production without him for now to try and keep up with the release date. They're going to start recording scenes that don't require him to be in the scene.
Yeah, I mean, that's
trying to get that knocked out. To do. It sucks because I'm sure they have a plan of, we need you for these scenes to kind of get it done in, chronological order of the movie.
But yeah, I mean, but they can always do some crazy CGI shit. They're going to be doing CGI shit in there anyway.
Yeah, and I'm sure...
And plus, I mean, they're fucking doing movies with fucking... Paul Walker. They're still fucking doing that shit. And, Fast and Furious.
Here's my thing is celebrities are always a priority. And think of all the stories you've heard of a celebrity getting COVID. How many of them actually died from it?
Yeah.
When it comes to you being a celebrity, they're going to be giving you the best medical attention you can get, to where you're probably going to recover a lot faster than the average person like us, who's relying on our job insurance, state insurance.
Yeah, my really, really crappy fucking job insurance.
Right.
My healthcare is absolute shite.
I feel
it's
it,
bad.
Man. I don't even have healthcare right now. I'm just running on this. I'm fucking wiling.
Man, I was for a while, to be honest with you.
I'm just out here wiling with it.
I'm sorry, man. I can consider myself to be doing pretty well, but it still gets struggle sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I can just imagine what other people are going through.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the future quite a bit, financially.
Yeah, especially with these COVID times and with how everything's going, it's like you don't know. Nothing is for certain right now.
Yeah, and
who knows? There could be another spike, and we got to go back in a 2-week
and
lockdown.
You hear about things that aren't even opened up yet. Here's the deal: you got people doing stupid shit out there now, and it's completely legal, but you can't open up a fucking movie theater.
Yeah,
stupid shit.
Recently,
the dumbest things.
Recently, here they opened up movie theaters. We just went to go see New Mutants the other day.
Dude,
at AMC.
I want to see that. Is it good?
It's really good. I really enjoyed it. I feel like if you're a fan of backstories and kind of very dialogue movies, for me, The Shining is one of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah, that's a good
How
one.
much horror and murder is actually in that movie? Not a lot. It's a lot of dialogue, a lot of build-up,
Yeah, it's all about, his mental state and shit.
Yeah, it takes the time for character development. So that way when something crazy does happen, then you're like, wow, that's very out of character because we just spent a whole time building this character.
Yeah.
So it's very, a lot of character development, spends a lot of time on that, but it's very good. I like New Mutants as an idea because this is where a lot of, characters have come out in the comic books is through the New Mutant series.
Yeah.
So that's how we got Deadpool is New Mutants.
Mm-hmm.
So if it wasn't for New Mutants, we wouldn't have Deadpool. And the fact they're introducing new characters and Marvel characters who doesn't always have the spotlight on them.
Yeah.
And kind of bringing them to light, and it's not very hero-y. It's not very X-Men-y,
Is it
it's almost
horror?
It's kind of dark in a way.
Yeah, because that's what the trailer looked like. It looked almost like a fucking horror movie. I was like, wow, this is kind of a new.
I was like,
you take on an X-Men thing.
It already has a DC feel for a Marvel movie, and that's pretty big to say because anyone who knows anything about comics knows that Marvel is the glorified one. It's the big one. But it's very happy, hunky-dory, save the day.
DC's always been
very
darker.
dark, you know?
Especially
it's
Batman.
very,
Like, fuck.
And that's been their biggest one, it's, you know, because it is really
Spawn.
the darkest. Yeah, Spawn, for sure.
Spawn's DC, right?
Spawn, I believe, is DC. I might have to Google that. Let's look it up. I would believe so.
I think he is, to be honest with you. Which I'm kind of excited for, because they haven't done a movie or anything for him in a long time. And I think I've heard a rumor about them starting that up.
Yeah, it is
Spawn, right?
DC Comics. I think it's Image Comics is actually who makes it.
Yeah, Spawn, I would love to know more. And, you know, like, just to see what new aspects
Yeah,
for, like, 2020.
I don't think they're actually a part of Marvel or DC. They're a part of what's called Image Comics.
Okay, so their own
Their
thing.
own little thing.
That's cool.
Another good one is Dark Horse Comics. They make a lot of cool ones.
Yeah.
I like those guys. They made a... you ever seen the show Metalocalypse?
I don't think
Or
so.
The Death Clock? It's pretty cool.
I don't think so.
It's a show on Adult Swim. Well, it was on Adult Swim. And it's basically about this death metal band that, like, people kill themselves at their shows and, like, all this crazy shit, you know, like... Just, it's very good satirical, what I want to say, cartoon comedy.
Yeah.
But that's a very enjoyable one. They made a full comic book series on them through Dark Horse Comics. It's pretty good.
Okay.
But, yeah, pretty good stuff there.
Yeah. Do you know who else fucking got COVID?
Who's that?
Apparently, The Rock's family.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Lord,
the Rock and his
our
whole
Lord and
house.
Savior, The Rock.
Our Lord and Savior. He is our rock.
He is, man. But to be honest, though, like, he had a great, like, motivational speech. You know, through this whole COVID thing, he's been kind of, like, guiding people giving motivational speeches. He's been, like, kind of being the connection of, you know, giving you the president would want to hear.
You know, it's funny
be telling
too,
his fucking community to try and get it to come together. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's true. It's funny how we're speaking of, like, superheroes and stuff, but he's kind of been, like, the superhero of our time. If you really think about it. You know, in the past, like, just even 3 to 5 years, he's spiked in movies. Yeah. Being an actor and being a public figure.
Well, he is the top paid actor.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, I remember for a while it was him and Kevin Hart was in, like, every movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And honestly, like, the new Jumanji movie was really good. I liked their take on Jumanji. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's sad to hear that his family had COVID.
It really
he was
is.
saying he had a video that he released, and he was talking about stuff with his family. And, you know...
It's hard.
But I'm not going to go too deep into it if you want to look up the video.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just sad to hear, you know.
It is.
You know, he's such a good dude overall. I mean, I don't know him personally, obviously, but,
right.
you know, over everything he's done, and just the fact that, you know, the motivational speeches that he's done, he's not doing it for himself, okay? He doesn't need publicity, okay? He does enough stuff anyways. He's not doing it for
that we don't need to.
He's literally just saying the things that he feels like America needs to hear.
It's pretty cool how he's become a household name.
You know,
you just say The Rock and everyone just knows. Like,
no, he's just got a good head on his shoulders, man. He's
really
accomplished
does.
a lot. He's a good dude.
I've liked him since he was a wrestler. I used to like wrestling as a kid a little bit. I don't know if you remember, they had those ice creams with the wrestlers on them.
Oh yeah,
and then a little like cardboard cutout of the wrestler.
Yeah,
on the box, so you would like
get
this ice
get
cream.
those from the ice cream truck.
Oh yeah, man. So you'd buy 2 of them. Like, or you know, I had a brother, so we'd both get one, and we'd have like a little like cardboard cutout wrestler, and we'd always fight with them and shit. It was always The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, those were the 2 that I always like really enjoyed watching. And it's funny too because as a kid, I didn't really quite process the fact that Stone Cold Steve Austin like was he really influenced alcohol for the show. And I understand wrestling is an adult thing now, but it's funny because like I don't know, as an adult now I don't see the appeal, but as a kid I loved it.
Yeah, man.
You know, so it's kind of weird to me, but
see, I don't know. I fell off. To be completely honest with you, I liked wrestling for a little while. But I fell off of it very young. Probably younger than most people fell off of it. Just because, like, I hated how fucking fake.
And, that was the thing, too.
I hated it.
Why I got out of it so quickly, too, is that, you know, I wasn't that old when that was announced and confirmed that it's all staged.
Yeah.
You know, so when that was announced, like, a lot of the fan base dropped. And I dropped because I'm like, I'm not here to watch Desperate Housewives with grown men.
Well, I mean, you're a little kid and you believe it for a little while until you find it out.
But they really stretched it to where, like, half the show isn't even wrestling anymore. It's like, I am the guy who owns the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
It's straight up just drama now, man.
And then they're like, oh, this wrestler fucked your wife and your daughter is actually his. And they're like, it's like, it's all for show, you know? But if you didn't know that, you'd be like freaking the fuck out. You know, it was very entertaining, but they pushed it too far and they tried to make it too much of like a modern day MTV show.
Yeah.
Where it was just drama, you know.
No, I just fell off real quick. If I'm gonna watch fighting, I'm gonna go watch the UFC.
And, I will say, I'll give you that.
Like,
I will give you that.
Speaking of UFC, I've been listening. I fucking that just came out today. I think I listened to Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson.
Oh, nice. That
was
really
such a
nice.
good conversation. They talked about a lot of good stuff.
I would imagine.
And fucking Tyson's the fucking king. Yeah, so
he is the king, yeah. Well, he's the living king.
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali was the king.
Oh, of course, man.
Muhammad Ali was the king. Rest in peace to him. That guy, it's very uncommon that somebody comes in as a boxer and changes politics.
No, of course, man.
For him to come in as a boxer and to really change our whole view on politics, on the race wars, just from boxing is it's beautiful. We haven't seen anything like that since Babe Ruth.
Oh yeah.
And Muhammad Ali was just doing it right, man. Just doing it right.
But yeah, when you go watch a Will Smith video, he makes a fucking Ali video. Tells a pretty good tale of his life.
That's pretty cool, man.
And then, but yeah, if you want to go fucking look out Joe Rogan's new video with Mike Tyson, because they talk about a lot of good stuff. It's not just about fighting. It's about a lot of life stuff, and then tons of other great topics, things that I didn't even think would be in there.
It's weird for me because doing a podcast, I used to listen to podcasts more often. Now that I'm doing a podcast, I try to stay away from other podcasts because I kind of feel like I don't want to pick up traits or things that what I'm saying. I want to do my own thing with it.
Yeah, but at the same time too,
but some of them I do enjoy just for the topics they talk about and seeing what they are able to accomplish. Joe Rogan is one of those hosts that I can say will bring anybody on, from a scientist to a rapper, and be able to talk about the most sophisticated things about life, the most basic things about life, and everything in between. The way he's able to cover and almost unfold these guests of his and give them their chance to talk about whatever they want is beautiful.
Yeah, and he challenges them a lot with different perspectives, which is what I love about the show, because it brings on great topics. You literally have he might not disagree with you, but he's going to challenge you. He's going to bring about a new perspective to think about, and the fact that they can be so open minded with everything, is the reason why I listen to Joe Rogan quite a bit.
It's one of those things. Too,
and another thing too, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. With podcasts and listening to other podcasts, I feel like it's with any kind of media.
Yeah.
And plus, it's always a good thing to learn. It's not so much picking up traits. It's more you have media out there. It's not it's if I'm gonna be a director.
Yeah, you want to see who's.
I'm gonna watch other films
to see who's doing it right.
Look at the cinematography that I could learn from this movie. What is this, and all the things that you pick up.
No, I give you.
So
that.
I mean, it's just
And it's funny too though, because the big two in the name are people who, even prior to me listening to their podcast, I really enjoyed all the work. Joe Rogan and Kevin Smith are two of the really big, day one podcasters.
Yeah.
People don't know Kevin Smith's been doing podcasts for a long time. He kicked it off.
I follow his podcast.
But Joe Rogan is the person who really took it to a new level.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate what he does. I love that. Of course. I don't know how he does it, if it's just him and his presence, but when he brings a guest on, you get the guest. You don't get The Rock, you get Dwayne Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting a character. These people are able to come on there and feel at home and almost very in a safe space where they can talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah, they can be open, and most people are open.
And it's great to see, you don't get that in a lot of interviews. And, and let's be honest, his podcast is just a really long interview.
Yeah, but I mean, also it's just two people sitting down,
exactly,
talking, and that's what I love about it.
Yes,
and I can tell you that every single episode that I've listened to or watched, because I've watched quite a few too. I've sat there and I've literally watched them.
Because prior to Spotify and this agreement, we had to watch them on.
That's true.
YouTube.
I'm so glad it came to Spotify.
Very happy.
It's my number
that.
one source. I'm gonna plug Spotify again.
Spotify again.
But no, every time
Sponsor
I
us,
listen
please.
to one of their podcasts, one of Joe Rogan's podcasts, I always come out of there thinking about new things about life.
Yes.
Thinking about new perspectives. And I fucking love shit like that.
Most definitely.
And I'm hoping that we do something like that sometime. I don't know. Hopefully.
We're taking it as we go. And,
but, I know I really love that, and I think that,
I really liked having a guest on. That was really fun.
Of course.
That was a new...
it was a great time having
It was a new thing for us,
Yeah, man.
Different from our
definitely something we're going to be trying out again.
Yeah, most
I've been trying to get Clayton out here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That'd be cool.
No, we've got... we'll have more guests coming. We've got quite a few people that I'm trying to talk to, so...
Most definitely, man. That'd be awesome. So, as you know, it is news.
It is the news.
It is the news.
The news?
There is news. And you know me. When it comes to the news, there's nothing I like reporting on more than Taco Bell.
Fucking Taco Bell. First episode, it was like the first fucking topic we had.
First topic was Taco Bell, and here we are. Taco Bell again. So, as you know, they were cutting stuff from their menu. They are now cutting more things from the menu.
Didn't they say that they were bringing stuff back?
And they didn't. They didn't bring a damn thing in. So they are cutting shredded chicken completely from the menu.
Okay. Oh wait, like so.
So they have chunky chicken.
What about the quesadillas, bro?
You got to get chunky chicken.
What's the difference?
Chunks. It's not shredded and it's not in this little like
chunks and
sauce.
shreds.
It's not in a sauce. You know?
Whatever, man.
It's whatever. I'm not at a big loss.
I get the quesadilla every once in a while. It's not my every time thing.
Yeah, but they are getting rid of the Mexican pizza as well. People are really upset about this.
I don't think I've gotten it very much, but
it's
but
pretty
Mexican
good.
Mexican pizza is good though.
It is good. I like it. The only thing is it's hard for me to eat. You know.
Yeah.
It's very sloppy, and you know, we're from Detroit. We eat a coney with our hands. You know.
Yeah.
You eat it with a fork. You're not from around here, are you? You know. So I enjoy eating with my hands. You know, as sloppy as it may seem. But the Mexican pizza is very sloppy, and you try to eat it with a fork, and it just crumples the whole thing. So no matter what, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But it was enjoyable. Am I sad it's going? I'm not really that hurt, you know. But there's a lot of people who are pissed off because mainly their way of getting rid of it is saying, "Well, don't worry, we're adding a dragon fruit freeze."
Oh okay.
Like who needed that? Who asked for that? So people aren't happy. You know, potatoes are gone now. They're supposed to add some other options, you know, besides just black beans and the pinto beans.
I'm gonna be a fucking Karen here and bitch about a bunch of shit, but I fucking hate Taco Bell's like fucking itemization bullshit.
You know,
my fucking line is with the fucking nacho fries, okay?
Exactly, bro.
I want my goddamn nacho fries.
So, if they bring it back as a permanent menu item, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Anything they took away, I will not cry about, as long as you keep nacho fries on the fucking menu and quit taking it away when you give it to us.
Well, I understand they want to do the fucking, this is a limited item, so get in here and get it. Here's the thing. I would go to Taco Bell more if I could just go and get some fucking nacho fries.
Yeah.
Like, because that's one of the main things that I want to go there for, because they're fucking good, to be honest with you. Like, just to have a little thing of nacho fries and get some fucking tacos. Yeah. Like, that's a pretty good dinner.
It's
for
true.
me, anyways, because, you know.
I feel you, man.
Tacos, man.
No, I used to really love Taco Bell. It was, their dollar menu was slapping.
Yeah,
it was the biggest bang for my buck, you know, to get full. So I really enjoyed it. But, I think they're falling off, man. They're having some issues. But hopefully they can bring it back.
They're like hit or miss for me because it's like, yeah, a lot of the decisions they make come up with some creative ideas, but at the same time too, you're missing out on a lot of business, I feel like.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because a lot of people love these nacho fries, right? It's not just me, motherfucker.
Right, exactly. No, they're very enjoyable. When I was working at Taco Bell, I had full source to the spice and everything.
Yeah, dude.
So I would you're only supposed to put a certain amount of spice on the fries, and they're like, yeah, you only lightly salt them, and I'm like, fuck that. You order nacho fries, and the reason why they're nacho fries, they have this nacho seasoning on them. So why would I just put a dash of seasoning? You want to taste that shit. So when I made mine, they looked like hot fries. Like, like the Andy's hot fries?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they look like those. Like, just red.
Oh,
just
shit,
red,
dude.
covered in spice.
I had to switch to the fucking cheddar cheese because I'm a pussy when it comes to hot food. So.
Lately, my taste buds, I don't know what's been going on, but the spiciness has been getting to me. Certain things,
you probably haven't been doing it enough.
I just haven't been eating spice shit enough, you know?
Yeah, man. You gotta, it goes away, dude.
It does, man. I'll tell you what, I fucked my taste buds up for a while because I ate the world's second hottest hot sauce one day.
Yeah.
And, you have to sign a waiver when you buy it that you won't sue them if you die.
Oh, shit.
So it's pretty fucked up. Alright? Everyone was taking one drop, and I was like, fuck it, give me 3. And dude, when you eat it, it doesn't even feel like you ate something hot. You just feel like you just walked through the desert for 3 hours.
How was your fucking dehydrated. Stomach after
your
that, dude?
Your whole body just shuts down, and all you think about is, water. It is crazy, dude. I've never had something like that before. Crazy experience, world's second hottest hot sauce. They measure it by Scoville units, and typically 1,000 is a lot, and this was 500 million, something like that.
Boy,
no, 500,000. I'm sorry, that would probably kill your intestines.
Nah.
You'd probably shit out your guts.
I don't need to worry about that. I don't like super spicy food. I like a little bit of spice. Like, I can eat any of that.
Just enough.
I can eat any of the Taco Bell spices and have no issues with spice because they're not hot. But I like the flavor of, like, the fire sauce.
And when I say I need a little bit of spice, I mean, like, hot sauce, not, like, pepper. Some people use pepper to make things spicy, and I'm like, look, stop being so white.
Yeah.
Buy some spices. Get out there, explore a little bit, take some Lowry's, make some fries.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
I'd rather have a flavored spice, you know?
Oh, yeah, man.
Rather than a hot spice, like a temperature.
Usually, like a standard mild buffalo sauce is pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh, I love
with
buffalo
some ranch,
sauce, dude.
You know, house style. Fuck that Hidden Valley shit. Make it in the house. Delicious. But, so on top of that, this kind of goes into video games and music.
Oh, yeah.
One of the biggest staples in the world, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, has remastered the 1 and 2 game. For the,
dude, it's such a nostalgic fucking thing.
It's so nostalgic.
Like, I have so many fucking memories of playing Tony Hawk, dude.
Yes.
Like,
if you haven't played them, for me, they were a staple of music in my childhood. Those games coming out, I discovered, like, punk rock and rap and, like, you know, like, good shit. More metal, you know, like, that really inspired me a lot. So not just the music, but the playtime. You know, like, there's so much shit you can do on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
You know? So it's really cool to see them come out with a new remastered version of that for the PS4 and the Xbox One. I don't know if it's on Switch or PC. It's possible.
Yeah.
You know? But,
no, it's just good to see them. You know, like, I'm glad they're fucking doing it again with updated graphics. And they're fucking putting new music on the soundtrack.
Yeah,
like,
most definitely.
It's awesome. Like,
it's really cool.
I'm glad. I don't know if I'll pick it up because, you know, I don't play a lot of video games, really. But
if I had a console to play it on, I'd probably pick it up. You know?
I'm not really heavy into the video games anymore, you know?
Just the mobile ones. The mobile ones.
I play stupid little mobile games like Hearthstone.
Yeah, I like my Hearthstone, my RuneScape. I started playing, so I used to play Madden for a while on the phone.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Until I realized that every season they reset your team.
Oh,
so you spend all this time building it, and all of a sudden
I think that's the way, like, it always goes with, like, ranked and shit like that.
Most
Are you playing, like, a ranked game?
Yes, it is ranked. And,
so, like,
you know,
that's the way it is for, like, everything. Like, even in Hearthstone, every month it gets reset, like, all your shit.
But, you know, it's like one of those things where if you don't start at the beginning of the game coming out, you're so far behind it's not worth playing.
Yeah.
You know, so when I hopped in last season, I hopped in too late. It wasn't even worth playing.
Yeah.
So now I'm kind of hopping in at a good time.
I haven't played the game, so I don't know, but you get, like, certain players and shit that do certain things.
As it goes, you know, you build up a higher ranked team. You know, basically you get these cards, which are your players. And they're all ranked from different, you know, overall classes. You know, it's like their level.
Okay.
To be, you know. But it's a really fun game. You know, you build up your team, get better. You play head-to-head games. You have a league. Okay. Where you get 32 people together and you play versus other leagues.
Okay.
That's where all the fun comes in for me. I really like doing that. So finally starting my own league this year instead of joining someone else's.
Okay.
Doing my own league and trying to take it to the top. So
nice, man.
It's tough because you got to have active players.
Yeah.
You know, when you're doing tournaments, you have these things called drives, where you play 3 drives against somebody, and that's how you get points for your team.
Okay.
So you have to score in any of those drives to get points. So I would do that, try and get through it. Best way to you know, build up a good league is doing that. But it's very minuscule when you don't have people who are not playing. That's when it gets tough. Because if they're an active league and all 32 people are playing and you only have 16, you know, now your chances go down even further of getting your points and winning. So it's fun. I enjoy it. That's been my mobile kick lately for video games.
Yeah, I just don't play enough. You know what I mean?
I don't have the time, man. You know,
like when I'm not I'm not working, I'm usually
there's so much to do, man. You can watch TV. There's so many shows out there, so many movies you got to catch up on.
I've got too much stuff I need to do, but then I keep procrastinating. You know,
yeah.
But I've been watching a lot of shows lately, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel
trying to escape the world of COVID a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you. It's not getting any better. You know. Nothing really crazy is opening back up to where it's worth getting out and doing something, you know.
Yeah, and this is just taking a huge toll on, you know, medium-sized to small businesses, let alone people's lives individually.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's just destroying. It's destroying like the poor or you know, middle class.
Yeah, basically. And it's even harder now that, you know, there's been all this talk about a stimulus check and they're not giving it out because no party wants to come to an agreement. It's harder because they're cutting federal funding for unemployment. So all these people are like, you know, you're kind of forced to go back into the workforce where it's risky to get COVID now. You know, people think that just because over time it's gotten better, but it's actually gotten worse.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen one of the biggest spikes in numbers in the last month. I think I can't remember what state it was, but they just reported their like highest number of deaths, and like the whole time of the the lockdown. So it's really crazy to think that it doesn't matter the timing of how long it's been; it's still spiking.
Yeah.
So who knows where it's gonna go? This may be our new way of life forever.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's just how life is, and like
you never fucking know because we don't know.
Life is in general. It's always going to change. Like,
yeah,
that's just what it is. It's a bunch of fucking chaos all the time.
But it could be
things
worse.
are changing every day. Like, and it's never going to be the same. Like, that's what we know for sure. Everything's going to be different. Like,
it is funny how before the year even started, everyone was joking like, in 1820 there was a big plague that swept the nation, swept the world, and 1920 was the plague. Or I think I don't remember which year was which. I'm terrible at history, but every 100 years in the 1820s, 1920s, there's always been a big plague that swept the globe.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, here we are, 2020, and it unfolds to be true. How weird is that?
Yeah, I mean,
it's the world's way of shaking us off.
Coincidental, or it's something maybe we might not understand yet. Who knows? There's a lot we don't understand yet, to be honest with you.
There's a lot we haven't explored yet.
I feel like we're still in primal times,
compared to the knowledge that we should have, most definitely, because there's still space, there's still the undersea that, even like, exploring the oceans and all this, like, we still haven't explored what we have here, let alone what's beyond us.
Yeah.
There's so much more to the world than us, not just like planet-wise, but galaxy-wise. People don't realize we're a fucking speck of sand floating through. A speck of sand compared to the Sahara Desert. We are 1 grain in the Sahara Desert compared to how much space is out there.
Yeah, I think we talked about that on the first podcast.
And we can do nothing about it. Like, anything can happen.
Yep. I mean, that's just, that's the one thing that's guaranteed. We live in a world of cause and effect, so everything's going to change constantly.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
That's just the way it is. We're on a track for everything to change at all times. So, I mean, even if we go back to the way things were, they're not going to be the way things were. Okay, like, we're going back. Every day is a new world. Every day you wake up.
The biggest adjustment I'm having is remembering when I go into an establishment to grab a mask.
Yeah, same.
I
just don't go enough places to remember.
Yeah.
So when I do go in somewhere,
I'm like,
which is fucking rare as fuck,
yeah.
I'm like, I fucking forgot my mask. I do it every time. I see the memes all the time, and I'm just like,
It used to be cigarettes.
I just don't go enough places, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like,
gotta go back, forgot my cigarettes. Gotta go back, forgot my mask.
I see, like, the kids are back in school, so they could bring home something. And I mean, I go to work, but we have pretty safe
procedures
policies
and stuff.
in place. We just have the CDC come by and check everything. So I mean,
it's pretty cool.
Because we work with health shit. But
yeah.
But anyways, I mean, it's like, fuck, I forgot what
it happens, man. That's just the way she goes.
I fucking forgot.
But
where were we at?
So, new in the news, T.I. and 50 Cent are teaming up.
Uh-oh.
But not for music, for a TV series called 24/7, which is about a Derek Parker, who is a former NYPD detective, who investigated some of rap's most well-known cases, including Tupac's murder, Notorious B.I.G., Biggie.
So you said 50 Cent,
Jam
right?
Master J.
50 Cent and T.I.?
And T.I., they're teaming up to make the show.
Hey, they've both done a lot of movies, so I mean...
So they announced this last week, and then this week now they're beefing on Twitter.
What?
So they announced they're working together, and now they're beefing on Twitter. We don't know if it's a big joke or troll, but they're just going back and forth, like, some deep cuts, too, getting really personal at one another about divorces and shit.
Well, you have to understand, too, beefing is one of the greatest ways to bring focus on something.
Most definitely.
On people.
I'll give you that.
So if they want to bring more attention, it's going to bring at least a small...
Yes.
amount of attention. Okay,
Most
you have
definitely.
to understand that every time someone beefs, it's gonna bring attention.
Yes.
So you have at least a little more attention to it. Is it worth it for me? No.
No.
Because I don't want to be fake as fuck.
Here's my thing.
I'm not calling them fake as fuck, but I mean,
right.
if they're fucking doing it intentionally, then yeah, they're fake as fuck.
I still feel like though, like if there's anybody who I wouldn't want to work with, it'd be 50 Cent.
How so?
He just talks so much shit, and this is like when it comes to him and like social media, he shouldn't have a phone. he digs on a lot of other rappers, a lot of other people.
I think that's just rap in general.
But he is he is the king of talking shit. So it's pretty wild.
That's just what it is, man.
Yeah.
You just dropped a diss track, bro. You know.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. Yeah.
Props for it, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was very creative. Put a lot of heart
into it. Don't listen to the negative attention, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not going to say much on the matter because I know quite a bit, but I know that, you know, if things were pointed in my direction, you better believe that I'd not be fucking taking it lightly either.
Most definitely.
You know, like, when it comes from someone that used to be close to you. So, I mean, I don't know. But at the same time, too, I'm a firm believer in, you know, I cut you out. So
yeah, most definitely. And it's one of those things, too, where I didn't want to say anything about the situation when I was doing the diss track. I didn't even want to do it.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where it was using what we had built for his own game.
I'm sorry if you didn't want to talk about this.
No, it's fine. I'm totally cool with it. Totally cool with it. But
didn't mean to bring it up.
It was, you know, it was much needed to put out a track to kind of poke back a little bit, you know, like there's a lot of poking at me right now and a lot of shit, and it's like, look at yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, you know, shit being said about me that never fucking happened, and that kind of digs at me a bit.
Yeah.
You know, it digs at me pretty hard, but I've tried my best to kind of just roll through it and not give it any attention. Because that's what these people want, is to have attention.
Yeah.
You know, there's some fucking crazy obsession where they just can't stop talking about me. And I'm not going to give it attention.
Well, you have to think of it, too. Like, you know, maybe he's seeing, you know, your success.
Yes.
And trying to grab a piece of that.
Most definitely. Okay. And feeding off of the fact that...
This could be the same case as trying to draw attention to himself.
Most definitely.
Okay, who knows, man. But, you know, it was a good track. I think you spent, you know, you can definitely tell you spent a lot of time on it.
Yes.
And, like...
I appreciate that. It's
definitely some good shit on there, dude.
I appreciate it. It was
so. I mean,
it was one of my favorite tracks I put out so far. It's you know, I really enjoy the fact of the vocals were done right. Finally, like I have a lot of problems with recording vocals just standard.
Yeah.
And then not going back and fixing them if I don't like them.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll put a track on them and I listen to it back and I'm like, damn, I wish I could re-release that right now. You know, with different vocals.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the thing people don't realize about rap is it's not just about writing the music or finding the right beat or making it match to it. It's also creating a flow.
Yeah.
You know, a voice that you're going to use and, you know, how you're going to use it, how you're going to change it up, you know. And it's really hard to, like, find different, I don't want to say, like, different voices, but different vocal styles that you can do.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm not a fucking singer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely not a singer. Cigarettes have destroyed my voice already, so.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably do some Kurt Cobain shit and just scream, you know. But that's about it. I mean, I do some scream vocals. I used to
whatever,
enjoy
man.
that.
Do what makes you happy, dude, and that's what matters. And I'm actually glad that you're still doing music, even after the whole fucking Pentagrams thing.
Yeah, thank you, man.
You know, I'm really happy to see that you're continuing on. You just dropped a fucking album.
Yeah. Well, the whole album doesn't come out just yet. It will be dropping soon. I'm kind of waiting on one more person song.
Well, my bad, guys. I've listened to the album, so
yeah, right. You've heard it.
No, my bad. I thought it was dropping.
But no, it's gotten real good. I just got my verse back from Daniel Dahmer not too long ago.
And I love how many fucking people you have featured on this album.
Yeah, most definitely. There's Tyler Barber.
Fucking awesome.
We got Taylor Barber of Left to Suffer. He's on there, which they're a really cool deathcore band. Really good stuff. Then we have Daniel Dahmer, who is a rapper, really cool, really funny stuff. Really enjoy him.
Yeah.
You know. Then I'm gonna have Swing D Diablo, who's a OG from the '90s. You know, fucking was rapping all the dark shit before it really blew up.
Yeah, Taylor Barber did that cover of the box, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. So it's cool to have him on my track, you know. Wasn't as long as I thought, but it worked out pretty well.
No, I mean, I love the way that you mixed everything together. Yeah. I heard the raw footage.
I really like how it came out, though, because at first, you know, when I heard the verse he set in, you know, I wasn't sure how I was going to work it into the song. And then I was like, well, this kind of opens up a perfect bridge for me to kind of come back with a second verse and just hit it. You know, so it really gave me like a different direction of the song that I didn't expect, but I'm very happy with the outcome.
Yeah, no, I think it came out really
it wasn't
well,
what I expected,
really
but
good.
it worked out perfectly because it gave me the chance to kind of come in with like just an even stronger verse, you know?
Yeah, man.
So,
no, I love the way like everything kind of came out after the end of it. Like,
yep.
You know, because I was listening to the raw footage, you know, beforehand. Before you started editing it, and then I think you played it for me a few times before that too.
Yeah, most definitely.
And but no, I love the way everything came together.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Like, I think that you're doing a phenomenal job, especially like you're fucking busy all the time for one thing.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's what something people don't know.
Rolling between 2 podcasts and doing music and trying to have a personal life it's not easy. So trying to do all that at one time, it's time isn't on my side.
Yeah,
but for the most part, I'm making it happen. It sucks because I wanted to have this album out earlier, but just like anything, I would rather you wait for a great product than to rush a decent product.
Yeah.
What's good enough. I don't want to give you what's good enough. I want to give you the best.
Kind of how our podcasts are doing, like a 2-week thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So finally,
we're sorry for about that, but it takes a lot of work to edit a podcast. To be completely honest with you, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So I'm not trying to make excuses, but we're trying to do what we can to get like a schedule going.
So finally, we should be caught up. Everything should be going flossy as ever.
But yeah, it just takes a lot of work, especially when you have like a 3-hour podcast of material that you had to go through like last week.
So it's not just that we have to go through and edit it. You have to go back and listen to the whole thing, figure out edits, cuts. What needs
things
to be
we want to
changed.
cut out, any fucked up sounds. There's a lot of fucked up sounds that we keep in, but I mean that's part of the experience.
That's part of the experience. You're just gonna hear some ambient grinding noises.
But we do take out quite a bit too, just because it's all random.
Yeah, most definitely. But for the most part, it's been running pretty good. I'm very happy with the way things are going. It's been fun, and I love sitting here talking with you, man. We get down to a lot of good topics, a lot of cool things.
Yeah, man, and I'm glad I'm glad your music's doing well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I'm so fucking happy you're still working on it.
Thank you, brother. I'm trying.
Please keep going. Don't let the fucking negativity get you down.
Oh yeah, no, never, man.
Because you gotta understand that half the people out there are gonna be saying negative shit just fucking for many different reasons, dude. And it's their problems, not yours.
That's my thing too. Is for all the hate I've received, just to get one person who I had this guy Michael. He's a really cool guy. He's messaged me like since I started doing music, and is just like really kept up as I put out stuff. And, will hit me up and be like, "Hey man, how you doing? Happy to hear you're chasing your dreams, doing your music and shit, and just really I wouldn't say hyping me up, but it does give me a good feeling.
It's just encouragement, man. Like
it's cool too though that the people who are connecting with my music are coming to enjoy it and listening to it and coming to me after. They're all people who are very genuine. And it's not like I'm just, using you to feed off my ego. I really do appreciate everything and, equally wish that good back to you. It's really cool to see that inspiration and people come to me and saying, hey, I really enjoyed that track, or hey, man, that was funny. That was about, the diss track I put out. I had some guy who was like, who knew the person who was it about, was like, dude, you nailed it.
Yeah.
It's good to see that there's always 2 sides to every knife.
Well, you just gotta be prepared because you're gonna have negative feedback. You're gonna have negative feedback just because people want to be assholes. That's simply,
and at the same time,
it's simply and it's simply a matter of fact. You
can
look up anything on the internet and you can go look through the fucking comments. That alone, you'll fucking see that someone's being a dickhead just to be a dickhead.
And it was really nice though because we didn't play many shows, but when I was with Pentagram, we did play some shows, and the reception we always got was never negative.
Yeah.
It was never like, hey, I didn't like it. It was like, it's not my style, but you guys pulled it the fuck off.
Yeah, that just means you have a great community. That follows you.
It was really cool for us to play with a bunch of hardcore and punk bands. We played, shout out to fucking Max. He's a promoter down in Detroit. I think it's Just Kids Booking. And he put us on a really cool show. We played in the skate park that was closed down for a long time. And it was a benefit to bring the skate park back. So the skate park was a big DIY venue where they play shows, and it was a big staple in the scene. So to be able to play there was very an honor, because that was literally, if you were from the Downriver, Detroit area, you knew TRP.
Yeah.
Transition Skate Park. That was just a staple. All the shows were there, all the good times were had there. So to be able to be a part of that revival was really cool, man. And being the only rap group playing with a bunch of fucking, metalheads, and then us having a pit going,
dude.
You know what I'm saying, was beautiful.
Yeah, that's an awesome experience, man.
So, it was good times, man. Really enjoyed that. Thankful for all the support I can get, and, even any attention. Even if you just listen to it and you hate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if one of your songs can change one person's emotion, thought, anything.
I just have them connect with
changing somebody's life. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally altering that, because even a thought could change somebody's life.
Most definitely.
Like, it could set you on a different path.
And it's funny too, though, because I haven't, for how much I already have done and haven't released, there's still stuff that I haven't even started recording yet that I've been writing.
Yeah.
And the music keeps getting deeper. It keeps getting on a more personal level. It is what I want it to be, and that's what I love about working by myself with the music.
Yeah. I
don't have to answer to nobody. I don't have to, concur on if I can do this or not. If I want to do it, I'll just fucking do it. It's my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, and I stick behind that. People learn and grow at their own pace.
Yes.
So I'm going to do what I want to do with my art. Mm-hmm. I respect criticism, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And I respect, encouragement.
Honestly,
But at the same time, too, that passion and for what you want to do and having full control over that, it shows.
Yeah.
In the things that you do.
And it's I think the best part of it was having people come to us and recognize us and be like, hey, we want you to collab or to fucking play a show with us.
Yeah, man.
That was very beautiful, to have people, discover us and put us in a spotlight.
Yeah.
And even in the negative stance, we had got posted to a bad music subreddit when I was in Pentagrams. And I'm not going to, talk shit here, but a lot of it was about the other person I was with.
Okay.
Because he had the first verse, so there was a lot of things said about what he was doing. But for me, I didn't find it to be negative at all. I was just like, wow, people care that much about me that they're going to post me in a bad music subreddit. This is the greatest thing that can happen right now. Now we just got 20 free views just from you guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of advice, try not to look at it and things like that. But at the same time, too, if you can control yourself, you know what I mean, and understand that you're going to have negative feedback and you shouldn't take it personal.
Yeah, most definitely.
If you can do that, then go ahead and look at the comments.
Yeah.
If you're going to joke around with them, but if it's going to rile you up, don't say anything on the internet.
Yeah, and
okay, don't explode on the internet.
That's the biggest thing, too. They've always said if you don't receive negative feedback, you shouldn't be a writer.
It's what are you going to prove your point to? What the fuck does their opinion matter if it's somebody that is going to be an little asshole?
Yeah.
I respect people who are going to fucking treat me well. I'll treat you well. That's the kind of basic fucking concept.
Yeah, that's my
But you cross the line, I don't care about you. You know what I mean? If you're going to be that much of a dick, I don't care about your fucking opinion.
It's true. And, it's funny, too, because, before I used to have this barrier where it was hey, if you're a family member, you can fuck me over as much as possible.
Well, I mean, it's different when you have people, that you care about.
Yeah, and, there's stuff you'll do for that person or put up with just because of you it's meaningful.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The good outweighs the bad. It's not not a big deal. But for the most part, though, there's a lot of toxicity in people, and you gotta cut it from your life.
Yeah, and it's the internet. People are behind these blinders, and they don't have to show their face, and they're not gonna get punched in the face for saying something fucking stupid.
So they'll say whatever the fuck they want.
They will say whatever they want. They feel like they have power.
Mm-hmm.
They have that anonymous internet bullshit where they can just do whatever they want.
And that's probably the worst kind of people out there in general. It's just people who just sit there all day and just talk shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Or just spend their time to put others down. And it's I don't care what you enjoy. If it brings you joy and you're not hurting anybody else, do it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, man. And you shouldn't put someone else down for something they enjoy just because you don't see the light.
If something makes you happy, you should never be ashamed of it.
Yeah, most definitely. And you should never just put someone down just because they enjoy something.
We're thrown into a universe with no fucking rules. Yeah. Okay, so do what makes you happy.
Most definitely.
You just need to understand that whatever happens, there's consequences, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
So you need to analyze that. Usually things don't go the way that you think they do, but at least you'll have kind of a general concept. Think about what the
as long as your heart's in the right place, no matter the outcome. At least you know that you gave it your all, your best.
Yeah.
You got to put your best into everything that you do because
that's all you can do.
This life is so limited. We like to think that we're here for a long time, but we're really not.
Oh no,
we're not promised shit.
Are you kidding me? How old's the fucking universe? Billions of years old.
Yeah.
We only live for what? Some people don't even live, 10 years. Okay,
to
100, 120 if you're lucky.
Yeah, true that.
Like,
I don't even know that's lucky.
That's nothing in the span of billions of years. Okay, so you don't understand. There might be,
Yeah.
Nothing being after would be fucking stupid. But that's just my opinion.
It would be pointless, but it would. It makes me humble to think that there's nothing after. At least I have this, and I must make the most of this.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is, I think a lot of people are too attached to the fact that you don't have to worry about dying because you're going to just wake up in heaven and it's all going to be just like it is here, but in heaven or hell. Well, what if that's not possible? As we know by science, your brain just shuts down. You lose all consciousness.
I think that it's something beyond our understanding, is what I think. That's what I think.
I do think that's true.
Here's my, from what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like there's nothing.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Most definitely.
You gotta understand. I'm thinking about this from different perspectives.
Yeah.
From what it looks like to me, I've never seen anything to point me in a different direction that there's nothing after. But you gotta think about the possibilities, and you gotta understand that,
yes.
I do feel and I do believe that something spiritual is going on.
Yes.
But that's just a personal belief of mine.
Most definitely.
That's, my take. There's no evidence specifically to prove that, but, there's a lot of weird things that happen in life to just point me in that direction. So I do feel like something spiritual is going on.
Yeah.
But what I do hope for is that there's something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if there is something, it adds value to your soul or whatever you want to call it.
Most
you know what I mean?
And, I've always felt that what is after is what you leave on this earth. What you do here and the impact you make is your afterlife. I do believe that, Albert Einstein. I say his name and you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because he left such an impact on this earth that his name will never die. And I feel like you just have to make that impact to where even if it's just one person who carries on your name and says, this person taught me something or did something that changed my life, and I will never forget that, that person is not dead because they're living through you.
Yeah, I think it's more of each person contributes to the new reality.
Yes.
Every single person has a butterfly effect type of thing where we all affect each other. Every decision that everybody makes fucks up the whole blend.
The whole net.
And we all fuck it up, and we keep fucking it all up, right? Every decision just keeps fucking changing everything. So, it's just I think that just us being here and living our lives is a contribution to where we will end up in the future. So everyone has a part to play. Every single person affects it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. The person you talked to when you were in fucking 3rd grade might have remembered something you said and pointed them in a direction in their life because they started thinking about something, right? And they're like, oh, well, now I'm motivated to go in this direction or start thinking about this or start investigating this, right? You start going off in that direction. It's on your mind more, right?
Yeah.
Just starts from just a simple thought. That could literally change your life.
It could.
It could affect the decisions you make. It could affect how you feel.
Especially and career choices is a big thing.
Yeah. I mean, just anybody could say something to anybody and it could affect everything in their life.
It's true.
If you think about it from that perspective.
So,
I mean,
true.
That's one thing we know is every single person is contributing to where we are.
Mm-hmm.
The world's changing every day.
It is.
And that's just Earth. Okay?
It's just the way she crumbles.
That's just Earth.
That's just Earth, period.
We don't even know what else is going on out there. Fuck.
Yeah. It's technology's changing. People are changing.
Rapidly.
Yes.
Because in my lifetime, this shit is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've come
I
really
was born
far.
in the late 80s. Technology has fucking come leaps. Fucking in the fucking early 80s, 70s, you didn't have a fucking GPS, okay? You had to fucking look up maps in order to know where to go for new places and shit.
Most definitely.
You didn't have fucking, telephones.
Even mostly in
you had
the
to fucking
90s.
go to a landline or a payphone to go
definitely.
somewhere, okay? You're off by yourself in a world unknown. And if you get lost, have fun getting back.
Yeah.
Okay, that was just in my lifetime ago. Okay,
right.
I haven't lived that long, man.
And now we have this lifeline where if you're ever lost, you have this telephone in your pocket that can direct you in any direction you want to go.
But technology is not advancing; it's advancing with an advance. It's advancing while it's advancing. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's
the longer time goes on, the faster we're learning technology too.
Yeah, and especially in the past 20 years, it's been a huge spike.
Yeah.
It's been a huge spike in technology, and especially in biological studies. And trying to treat and cure illnesses and things like that. It's all just going. The knowledge has just sparked up so much.
Yeah.
We've gotten so much smarter through the time. Right, so as we were saying about technology and its advancement over the past 20 years, throughout, even just like phones, biology, like all that shit. We've gone so far.
Yeah, everything together, like it's just crazy how to see like how it's advancing. And I'm excited for the future. But I'm also fearful for the future. So
most definitely.
I really like the new technologies, but then you have things like Elon Musk and like Neuralink and shit.
Yeah,
that shit scares the fuck out of me. Okay, like
it's getting a little too far there.
Because that's like you got a chip in your brain. All someone has to do is flip a switch, and you aren't you anymore. Like, man, that shit scares the fuck out of me. But I don't want to go into that.
I feel you.
I'm not trying to go into too many crazy conspiracy theories.
No, I feel it.
Crazy shit. But you know what else Elon Musk is doing?
What's up?
Let me find the fucking article here real quick here.
Take your time, my friend. Take your time. Yeah, Elon Musk, I heard recently his stocks are going down. I heard Tesla stocks are going down 12%, which I guess is a lot. I don't know. I don't follow the stock market. But I was in the news recently. I guess Tesla stocks kind of going down a little bit.
That sucks. Do they release like reasons why or anything like that?
Oh, they probably did. I didn't read it. I was just like, hey, this is it's content. I didn't really mark it down. I was like, I don't really care about the stock market, so I can't really talk about it. But I do like Elon Musk, so.
But yeah, I guess SpaceX launched satellites faster than any other company or agency in history over the last month.
Okay.
As part of Elon Musk's plan to blanket the Earth with high-speed internet.
Oh, man. I can get behind this, dude, especially where we live.
But yeah, dude, you got to think, like, that's a lot of satellites, and that one thing that I can't remember where I heard it from, but they brought up the concept that there's so much fucking shit roaming around outside our fucking planet right now.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, because it's not just the U.S. And we put up satellites all the fucking time. You got SpaceX, and then you have every other country that's doing it too. And every other, SpaceX type bullshit going on.
Most definitely.
But there's a lot of stuff that's floating around.
Yes.
A lot of satellites, a lot of trash, Some of them aren't even fucking working anymore,
Yeah, it's true.
But
that's pretty crazy, man. I don't know how the outcome of that will be. I'm all for faster internet because, pretty heavy reliant on that. But at the same time, like, throwing all that shit out in the fucking space, like, we don't know how it's going to affect our gravitational pull and all that good old science shit.
Yeah.
There's many things that can go wrong there. And maybe I just watched so many horror movies. It's fucking...
Same.
What's the worst that can happen?
That's the problem with thinking about like possibilities and shit like that. Because you get stuck in like little conspiracy theories. You're like, Actually, then you think like worst case scenario bullshit. Yeah. Like, well, what's the worst that could happen?
It's funny because I just saw a trailer when we went to go see this movie. It's funny going to a movie theater in COVID world is weird.
Yeah.
You can't even put your own butter on your popcorn.
Uh-oh.
So you gotta ask them to put butter on it. And of course, they never like sit there for like 10 seconds and just drizzle that shit like you should. So I don't know about you, but when I go to a movie theater and I ask for popcorn, I want butter. I basically just want butter with a little bit of popcorn on it.
Get in.
So I drown my shit in it. So yeah, there's that. And then the whole movie theater we had to ourselves. No one was there to see this movie. But they had a trailer about this movie with Jason Statham is coming back. No, not Jason Statham. Gerard Butler. Okay. The other guy. The other big action movie guy. So Gerard Butler's going to be in this movie about, there's these meteorites coming. They're like, it's coming in small chunks, and it's just going to hit here, and all of a sudden it just breaks off in, 1,000 pieces, like a fucking shotgun shell. And just starts, devastating everything. So, yeah, pretty crazy shit, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's you never know, man. It could happen. Like, there's a meteorite coming. All of a sudden, it's fucking...
Well, I fucking see articles all the time about, close meteors coming in. Close meteors coming in. Close calls. Close calls.
Yeah, true that.
Man. Maybe this is why there's no life on any of the planets. Fucking hit by asteroids every so often.
Right. They're just in the wrong spot.
You never
We're
know.
tucked away just.
We've been lucky for a few thousand years, you know.
Right, it's gonna run out soon. Keep rolling that dice, brother.
Well, fucking 2020 taught us anything. Anything can fucking happen.
Meteorite's coming to Earth. You must roll a 20 to save it.
Fuck it. Do you like D&D, bro?
Are
you a D&D nerd?
I've never played it, but I've seen many things about it. There's a show called Community that Justin Roiland of Rick and Morty made the show.
Yep.
Show about like college life and shit. They had an episode about D&D, and it was just so perfect, man. And seeing Stranger Things in D&D and hearing about it through friends, I've been interested to play, but I haven't played it yet. But yeah, it seems fun.
Yeah, man.
I like the concept of it. I like that you can pretty much do everything the fuck you want. It's your own story.
Yeah.
No two games are the same.
Yeah, man.
I like that, I played Dota for a while. That's a computer game like League of Legends and MOBA.
I tried to get into Dota. I just couldn't because I feel like
MOBAs
are one of those things where it's like if you play one MOBA, you kind of have a general concept to like state it with that MOBA.
I feel like the first MOBA you play becomes your niche.
Yeah, and mine was League of Legends, and yours was Dota.
When you know when you know it front to back, why would you go somewhere else and learn it front to back?
But then again, I did play Warcraft 3 too, so I mean,
because like in a MOBA game, for you to learn that game, there's so many factors you have to learn.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to become an expert at the game, where you're like, I know this character does this much base damage, or I know they have this ability that does this much damage, so I know their potential against me.
Yeah.
Like knowing all those factors, when there's 112 characters to choose from in Dota. I think it's like 117 now. It's gone up. I don't know. It's high as fuck. And it's not like League of Legends where you have to unlock the characters. They're all there. So from your first game, you're like, well, who looks the coolest? Because there's 119 to go through. You're like, I don't know who does what, but who looks the coolest right now?
Yeah.
And then, if you're good enough, you choose the good character. There's always, with MOBAs, the hardest part for me of keeping up with them is meta.
Yeah.
New meta.
Well, it changes all the time.
It changes all the time.
You need to understand that your game is going to change very, very, very quickly.
So adding items to the shop changed the game completely because now there's all these different combinations you can do.
Yep.
So that alone was like, okay, now I got to learn all this new shit. And then they change all the stats and all the abilities and decrease rates. So then from there, I don't know what I learned at the beginning. From playing Dota I've logged over 600 hours? I know I hit at least 420.
I feel like MOBAs would be one of the harder things to balance as far as stats go. Because of the fact that literally everything you implement has an effect on, everything you implement in the game has an effect on the stats.
And you don't realize
even when they added shit to the map, they expand shit to the map and stuff.
Yeah, or change shortcuts and stuff.
That shit affects the game completely.
The big thing was they changed a lot of shortcuts to where instead of it being here, it connects through there.
Did you see the new League of Legends map that they just pretty much just did? It was very recently, within the past year.
Is it very different from the?
Yeah, they opened up the fucking map quite a bit, added in a lot of new shit. So I mean, it's not just your basic 3-lane bullshit anymore.
I was playing League a little bit more recently than I was Dota because of excitement for Wild Rift.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm excited for that too.
I started an account on League to kind of get up there.
I feel like the fucking hype's gone, man.
Yeah, the hype's gone
They
because
pulled a fucking Diablo Immortal, man.
Yeah.
They announced the shit too early. Okay, I understand you want to get hype, but you got to do that shit right before it comes out. I would rather not know about a game half the time and have it be a surprise
than for them to say a year ago.
Because you got to understand, hype is a big value when you have someone's fucking attention.
Yes.
Think of League of Legends, man. Or not League of Legends, but fucking Apex Legends, right? Apex came out of nowhere. It got announced the day it dropped.
Yeah, and it just swept.
And then everyone's like, what the fuck is this game? So everyone's like, oh, it popped out of nowhere. No one has any fucking news about it.
Really
and
swept
every
the
fucking streamer fucking started fucking playing it.
It was higher than Fortnite.
Yeah, dude. It took over everything for a while.
And it dropped out of nowhere.
It's still an amazing game. So, I mean, your gameplay has the biggest difference on whether you're going to get a fan base or not.
Yeah.
Because just making a good game, you're going to get a fucking fan base. But anyways,
that's a game I wish I could pick up again, dude. That was very fun. I liked Apex Legends.
Yeah, it's a good game, man.
Very fun game. I like that opposed to Fortnite. I played Fortnite for a little bit, and I was really into it. I was on every weekly challenge. I got to level 100 on my battle pass every season. Got the max rewards and all that shit. Was really hype on getting the best skins. But then I realized I don't want to play a game where when I shoot you, you turn into a 3-story tower.
Yeah.
You know, with Apex Legends, like every character has their own abilities, but the excuse me, Jesus Christ. The building factor makes a big difference for me for like Fortnite opposed to other Battle Royale games.
Yeah.
You know, I get why it's so hype. It's a big game, you know, but it lost my interest.
Yeah, it just takes tremendous skill, and you have to be a special type of player to want to play something like Fortnite.
My thing is, though, I'm so much of a mobile player now that I'm like, can y'all just make it Apex for the phone?
I think they were intending
you know,
to,
because
I haven't checked in on it, so I don't know.
If we can get Fortnite on the phone, can we get Apex on the phone?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if it's low fucking graphics. You know, hook it up, bro. Because I would play that a lot.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
I'd probably try it, you know? Like, I'm not huge on, like, shooter games on my phone, but, like...
No, I used to stay up all night playing that game and, like, leveling up my characters and shit.
That
I was
internet sucks ass, so I don't know how I'd do with a shooter, but...
Yeah, I feel ya.
Got, you know, the fucking unlimited, supposedly, data, but we live out in the middle of fuck nowhere, so...
True that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll take the risk, download it, take 10 days to download, see if it runs. But yeah, recently in news too, there's a thrash band called Power Trip.
Okay.
Their band singer died last week.
Okay, that's sad to hear.
Yeah, very sad to hear. But their album had hit #1 on multiple charts on Apple following his death. Fox News did one of the what I want to say, the broadcasters at Fox News like had his own thing where he was like wearing a Power Trip shirt talking about him and shit.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to see, you know, like a low, I would say lesser known from the spotlight thrash band, you know, being put out on like Fox News is pretty cool to see, like recognition, you know. Because the band did have a big impact on the hardcore and thrash scene. They were very, you had to see them, you know. It's one of those you had to be there.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's
sad to see the band go. Well, sad to see the singer go. You know, I don't know what's the status of the band right now, but you know, big ups to those guys out there, and sending my sympathy you guys' way and best wishes. You know, it's crazy to hear, but no, I didn't really hear any news on like how he died or anything, but you know, still, crazy to hear.
Yeah, it's just sad, you know, but
oh yeah. But,
crazy fucking times.
Good band, man. You know, they definitely left a mark in the scene. You know, they're a staple. And they won't be forgotten about. So it's cool to see. You know,
I'm just not. I haven't really heard of them myself, but you know, it's cool.
Yeah,
you know? But
they're a lesser known band, but it's one of those like when you saw them, like you know, like Every Time I Die is one of those bands where you have to see them live. You know, it's one of my favorite bands of all time. Love them to death. Fucking love the fan base. They're all great.
Some bands are like phenomenal in concert, man. They know how to fucking
just
put
their
on a
energy
show
live
and
is
play
insane,
a great set.
You know?
Like,
and, the artwork of the guitarist Jordan Buckley is great. Does great art. He did the album cover for what was that? The new Junk Aesthetic album, which is really cool.
Boy.
So, and then Brandon Urie of Panic at the Disco is a big fan of their stuff. So
Okay,
he got the
sweet.
album tattooed on his arm and shit.
No, fuck yeah. Dude.
And then ended up being in a song with Every Time I Die.
I think you played that one for me.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song. I dig it. It's called It Remembers. It's Every Time I Die featuring Brandon Urie. So it's pretty cool to see that, you know, somebody from the spotlight that Brandon Urie's at, to where, you know, he performed at the Stanley Cup last year.
Yeah.
You know, in Las Vegas, he was at the Stanley Cup, you know, performing for the final game. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that's a pretty big spotlight to be on. For him to be in a track of theirs is really cool, but it's one of those bands I definitely recommend if, you know, when concerts open back up, Every Time I Die, go see them guys live if you haven't seen them yet.
You're missing
them. Their energy is awesome. I miss them. I'm excited for the show, September 19th.
Coming up
the
soon.
The Hot Spot Tattoo Shop. It'll be 3 bands, some cool metalcore, deathcore. We got Treachery Untold.
Get a tattoo.
Get a tattoo. There'll be tattoos and piercings throughout the whole show, which is going to be fucking cool. It's in Peoria, Illinois. If you guys are around the Illinois area, go check out the Hot Spot Tattoo. The place is really cool. Especially check it out on September 19th. It's going to be $5 suggested donation at the door. You can have a private bar if you want to buy membership to that. You can have drinks all night. You know, be a cool time. So, I'm excited for that. It should be, you know, a nice spark of hope from the loss of shows.
Yeah, especially, you know, no one's had any concerts in a while.
And nobody, you know, there's people who are affected by this, but there's people like me who are really affected by this. This was my pastime. You know, when it was like I got a day off of work, you know, go to a show, $10, man. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care who's playing. You know, there's times I went to venues where it was just like, you know, I know there's bands playing here all the time. You know, I know it's a cheap cover charge. I'll just go get out.
It's a good thing to do, you know.
So, I mean, there was a time where I went to 9 concerts in a 17-day span.
Damn, dude.
It's
Yeah.
quite a lot. It's more than every other day.
That's just Warped Tour, right?
Right.
R.I.P.
Right. Rest in peace, Warped Tour. No, I went to 9 different shows, man, in a 17-day span. So 9 different sets of different bands the whole time. It was cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I went to go see Wu-Tang Clan that week. I think there was Ghostmane on there. Some local bands. We saw Bane from Serbia. They were pretty cool. And then, who else did I see? A bunch of other shit. I went to a lot of shows that was a long period for me. My body was hating me after that because I like the pits, man. So my body was not liking me for that.
Yeah, I can't do the pit anymore. As long as you didn't see MGK.
I won't do it as long as I used to.
As long as you didn't see MGK.
Oh boy, MGK. Let's talk about it. So you hear he started some pop punk shit.
Oh, did he?
He started making pop punk music.
I saw that meme.
And he won a VMA Video Music Award for his song, and he showed up dressed up like in like a pink grandma dress.
Yeah.
Is that how we describe it?
Yeah.
With what is that? A shawl over his shoulder.
It's just like a fucking sleeveless and turtleneck.
And you know,
I don't know. It looks like his jacket's over his fucking shoulder.
I appreciate the dude. I used to like him back in the day when he first started out. 100 Words and Running mixtape. That was really cool. And then I just feel like he's selling out so much right now. You know, he's trying. You know, the whole beef with Eminem, just trying to get clout. I feel like it was.
Yeah,
you know, reaching out for attention.
You know, you hear about him doing a lot of shitty things from other people. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't take out everything people say with a fucking guarantee.
Man.
So you got to keep an open mind about that. But
most definitely.
Every time I've ever heard him talk, you know, in anything, he doesn't seem like the greatest dude. So
yeah, I'll give you that. But
so yeah, he looks like fucking Machine Gun Karen. That's what he looks like.
Machine Gun Karen.
Yeah, that's for that meme.
Can I speak to your manager?
But yeah, he looks pretty fucking ridiculous to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, man. Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes you happy, man. But
just don't act hard looking like that.
I know. I just don't like they're just trying to like leech on the pop punk, you know, culture.
I'm just saying, you're not looking very hard, bro.
Right. To be backing up all that shit you were talking about.
No.
Sitting in a pink dress talking about all this. I mean, yeah. But even just the fact that he's like just like leeching off of a different genre, you know. And
yeah, and I've said this before, but I don't like things that fucking purposely grab attention.
Yeah, and it's funny though because like the things I was into growing up, everyone made fun of me for, and now it's a trend.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole culture has just been fucking.
Well, I mean, I just I don't know. It just doesn't seem very fucking honest if it's just a fucking fake fucking thing.
Yeah, most definitely.
Or even if you fucking are literally trying to just grab attention from somebody and you're gonna start a beef with them just because of that, then I mean you're a douche. Like,
yeah, douchebag move. Sorry, Machine Gun Kelly, you ain't getting no love on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
no, but I did enjoy his.
I'm not saying I know shit.
I did enjoy his 100 Words of Running mixtape though. That was like his first thing he dropped.
Yeah.
He had some pretty good songs on there. The song "The Arsonist" had just like straight bars. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I've never really been a huge fan.
Once he got a lick of the fame, you know, he just. I think it's like his fan base that I hate the most. It's just like he's become like the teeny bopper.
I mean, he's doing fine. He was fucking banging Katy Perry, and he was banging fucking Megan Fox
was he?
now. So
was he?
Yeah.
Katy Perry?
I thought Katy Perry and him were together.
Megan Fox?
But he's with Megan Fox right now.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
I have suddenly less. Suddenly less hatred for him.
He's doing just fine.
Wow, go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. Now, who's dating Jennifer Aniston? That's what I want to know. I don't know, man. You ever watch Friends? Whole reason you watch is for Jennifer Aniston.
No, dude.
I used to hate the show, and I didn't get the concept until I started watching it, like from the start, and getting like the chronological story that goes through it. It's decent, you know. But yeah, It was one of those shows that I hated on for a while until I actually watched it. Not too bad. Yeah, man. Oh no, I'm on to my last topic here.
Your last topic.
My last topic, and it's about stimulus that we've all been waiting for.
The stimulus.
So both parties have finally come to an agreement. Stop being little children. That they want to do a second stimulus check of at least $900 or more.
$100?
$900.
Okay. I'm deaf as fuck.
Oh no, you're good, brother. You're good. So
$900 or more. Hey, I can't complain. You know, like, I've been in work the whole time. I can't tell you that it's still not a struggle because of a lot of shit that's going on. But,
yes, definitely.
You know, like...
You know, it's much needed.
We definitely need it, that's for sure. And I know if I need it, someone else needs it more. Yeah. So, we need to fucking take care of our people. You know, you can't tell me that the government doesn't make enough money. Because you make a quarter of my fucking check, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's just me, motherfucker.
Right. It's true.
All the other millions of motherfuckers right here, a quarter of their fucking check, you telling me you don't have enough money.
Yep.
To return back in time of dire fucking need.
Exactly.
To save businesses, to save people that need it, to feed the fucking hungry, or figure out a new fucking system to where the fact that we live in a fucking community, let's fucking take care of each other.
Fucking preach,
Isn't that the whole fucking point, right?
Oh yeah, man. Fucking true. Preach that shit, brother.
Sorry, but like it just seems like that to me. Like, too many people are hurting right now, yet fucking. What's his fucking name? Amazon dude.
Oh, Bezos.
Bezos.
Benzos.
You sitting on? Oh, I'm the richest man in the world. Okay.
Do
but
something.
How many fucking kids are hungry out here? Where if you gave every fucking person a fucking dollar.
That's my thing. Like,
you change fucking.
Even if I get like a little bit of money in my pocket, I'm like, oh, I can help somebody out. Fuck yeah.
Well, I understand.
So, could you imagine if you were a millionaire having the characteristics that you have now? If you had all this money and you were like, oh, I have enough money to like save like children and hunger. I'm sitting on $950 million. I could give up $250,000 and help fix it.
They came up with a number that would end fucking child suffering in America. Like,
and you know what the saddest thing is? The biggest percentage is if you cut it from the military spending, so many things can be fixed.
Yeah.
You know, just a fraction of what we're paying in the military spending. Just to be the big dick of the world.
Right now might not be the best time to cut military spending.
Most definitely.
That's just my thoughts, and I don't want to go into that crazy shit.
Yeah.
But, especially when I go into the dark thoughts of my mind. Nah. Nope. But anyways.
Let's go.
So, did you hear, you know, TikTok's plan to sue Trump over the ban that he was trying to do?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to
They're going to countersue.
They're going to try to go after him now.
Man.
Which doesn't fucking surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you want to come at them, they have equal rights to come back at you.
Yeah. I mean,
here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's like you're a president and you're in a dying times of economic problems. And right now, you're trying to declare a law to ban an app that's just short videos that people make.
Yeah, man.
For what reason? Is like... From when we voted, not when we voted, but when the country voted.
The unconfirmed bullshit, which is, you know, it's a fucking China spy app, is what their fucking big thing was, right? Wasn't that the whole fucking big thing?
A China spy?
China is spying on you through fucking
China.
TikTok.
I'll tell you about China.
Yeah. That was the whole big thing for that.
Man. What is this paranoia with China, dude?
Well, I mean...
He's got a big problem
every day.
With
I mean, you could
people.
scroll through any fucking news page, and you'll fucking see, you know, the media blowing up. Oh, Russian jet flew too close. Blah blah blah. You know, this with Russia, or this with China. You know, this.
Yeah, trying to go after.
It's huge right
powers,
now.
Yeah.
Like, which is fucking scary, man.
It's true.
It's been less than a lifetime. People are still living from fucking Vietnam and fucking...
Yeah, you're right about that.
And fucking World War II. Like...
True that,
like,
man.
I went to Iraq. Fuck. Like...
Yeah.
You know? Like... It's not impossible.
It's true.
But, I don't know. I want to get into that conspiracy theory.
It's not quite a conspiracy theory, though, to just say that they do need to take care of their veterans better. You know? There's been very little help for veterans. You know, it's just become a big problem where they're not coming together for the people who fought for this country. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, every time I hear something about like them reducing funds to like retired veterans even and things like that, it's just no. I mean, it's just such a shitty thing that you can do. You know, when you have people that sign up for and have a fucking contract with your country.
Yeah, put their fucking life on the line.
You know.
But if I
hell yeah, man.
Do the doozy.
But yeah, it's just a shitty thing, you know.
It is, man, and it's sad that it's still a problem today.
That it is. So you hear about this new thing that Netflix is trying to do?
The free stuff?
No, they're trying to do like this like shuffle app thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
So
Netflix is testing a shuffle button.
Oh, okay.
But apparently,
to shuffle what you watch.
It's bringing a shuffle feature to its collection of streaming movies, TV shows. But yet you can avoid the conversation with your spouse, housemate, or partner about what you're going to watch.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just like
that's cool.
A new feature that you're trying to do.
You know what else they're trying to do is
yeah, go ahead.
They're trying to also do a system which is like a free based Netflix.
Yeah.
To where it's like certain things are available to watch with ads.
Okay.
So like Stranger Things, like the really big TVs and movies they want to have like available to non-subscribers just to, basically go through a ad process. So that's a pretty cool thing they're trying to do there.
And are they going to raise the price on the subscription?
Well, it's going to be like you don't have to pay for it. It's just like certain movies and TV shows.
I'm saying if you upgrade to the premium or whatever.
Right.
Is it going to upgrade the price for that because we have more free people on there?
Right, so now we're paying for
I'm paying for you now because you want to be free.
Right. And I must say, like, for the price I pay for Netflix, it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. But, like, Spotify, man, is the best. The best $10 I'm spending a month.
Of course. Like, I love Spotify. I can't plug it enough, right?
No matter what subscription-based app I'm using, it's got to be Spotify, bro.
Yeah, dude. Spotify is the best. But yeah, so you've been watching like a lot of Netflix and shit.
I've actually been using Amazon Prime more.
Okay, I don't think I've used Amazon Prime to be honest.
I
have it. I just don't.
I never used to use it. I downloaded the mobile app and started realizing like what's all on there. Like I said, one of my favorite TV shows, Comic Book Man's on there. So been like basically binge watching that. It's a hard show to find. To watch for like free on a subscription based thing. Yeah. So to be able to watch it without paying episode per episode is like pretty awesome. Yeah. So really enjoy that. The new Jane Silent Bob movies on there. They also have like things you can like have like a free trial to. Yeah. To where it's like a 7-day trial of like HBO and you can like watch all the HBO movies. So I'm like, okay, well I'll just start the trial and then watch them all in 6 days and then cancel on the 6th day. Watch what I want to watch. So I
kind of like Disney Plus is getting a little more now. Yeah. I like that they're putting X-Men movies on there.
Yeah. I really like that they're also they have like an option to where you can have Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Yeah. For like a one lump sum of like it's like $10 or $12.
Yeah, it was something good.
It's not too bad, man. I probably should switch to that because I'm paying $11 for total for Hulu and Disney Plus.
Probably.
I should probably just bundle them together, man. I'm over here preaching about the bundle. I'm not even using the bundle.
But yeah, do you like? Have you seen any Adam Sandler's new movies on Netflix? Like any of the ones that he's been doing?
I watched part of Uncut Gems. Yeah. I never finished it, but it was actually like really good. It was cool to see him play a serious role and play it off really well. It's his best acting since Click.
Hey, I like Click.
I really did like Click, man. People give that movie a lot of shit, but I enjoyed it, dude.
I love Adam Sandler. He's done a lot of great movies.
And I really enjoyed Christopher Walken's performance in there. Like I'm starting to realize I'm kind of a Christopher Walken fan because just his presence in a movie is so good. Yeah. His dialogue is always pitched so perfectly.
Yeah, are you talking about Uncut Gems?
In Click.
Oh, Click. Yeah, of course.
He was the clerk.
I was about to say, like...
In Click, he was the clerk that was working at the Bed Bath & Beyond and gives him the remote. No, I love that. We use that movie as one of the quotes from the movie for like talking about like the industry of music and stuff. We're talking about, he was like, you ever seen the movie Click? And I was like, yeah. He's like, there's a sign or a quote where the guy goes, the leprechaun? He's always chasing after the pot of gold, the lucky... It's like you're always going after the Lucky Charms. You know the Lucky Charms commercial?
Yeah.
So the leprechaun is always chasing after the Lucky Charms, going for the pot of gold. But at the end of the rainbow, it's just cornflakes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how we like describe like pretty much anything with fame.
Yeah.
It's like you want the pot of gold, you're going for the Lucky Charms, but it's pretty much just cornflakes.
But apparently, Adam Sandler is reportedly extending his Netflix deal for 5 more movies.
Ooh!
So we're gonna get some more Adam Sandler.
I'm excited for that.
But
I really, his '90s performances and early 2000s were great.
Oh, of course.
I really liked his whole Happy Gilmore, productions. Even if he's not in the movie, like anything that he's produced has been like really good.
Yeah, man.
Really enjoy his movies. Anytime you see, God, who is that? Was it Osama bin Laden hitting the fucking golf ball?
Which one?
The beginning of every Happy Madison movie, it's like a golf ball and he hits it and it says like terrific.
Oh,
and it looks like Saddam or something. I don't know.
I thought it was the guy from Happy Gilmore.
No, who is it?
Now you're gonna have to look it up.
Am I having a bad memory?
Now that you called him Saddam.
No, I just called him Saddam.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Where's the terrific? Hold on, I gotta look this up. I gotta fact check it. We'll get there. Is the movie Happy Gilmore or is it Happy Madison? Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's that guy.
Know.
It's that guy. I just saw the long beard and the low eyes, and I was like, Saddam?
Fuck,
is that you? I have a bad memory of celebrities.
I got a fucking bad facial memory. If I don't know you, I'm fucking probably gonna forget your face.
I pretty much rely on facial memory because I'm like, I can't remember everybody's name who I know.
You're terrible. I
know too many people to remember everyone's names. That's why it helps for me that I just call everybody dude, man, or bro.
Yeah, bro.
What's up, dude? Hey, man. It just makes it easier for me.
Yeah, dude.
Then I can, I don't have to remember your name. Like, you are bro.
It takes me a while, man. Like, I gotta see you a few times. I'll remember your face. I'll remember your name.
Oh, yeah.
Make an impression, man.
Make an impression on me now.
So, yeah. There's this breakthrough AI.
Mm-hmm.
British. Wow, fuck, dude. I cannot fucking talk.
British.
I cannot fucking talk, man.
I can't even talk.
So, British researchers.
Yes.
Have identified 50 new planets using artificial intelligence, making a technological breakthrough in astronomy.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
50 new planets? We only got, 12, right?
Yep, this is from the University of Warwick. They built a learning machine algorithm to dig through old NASA files.
Yeah.
So, man.
That's crazy. Oh.
So that's crazy. That's a lot of new fucking planets at one fucking time, dude.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's 12 planets. Yeah. I always get fucked up because I'm like, are we still counting Pluto? There was a time they didn't count Pluto.
Are we counting Pluto?
And then they brought him back
up. Well, they took him back out, and then they felt bad, so they brought him back.
As soon as I try to leave, they bring me back in.
Oh, man. Fucking Pluto.
Man, that was a weird fucking time, dude. They just said hey, we're gonna take away a planet.
Yeah,
it's a dwarf planet.
I don't even remember when, dude. It was just so random.
It just came out of nowhere. They're just yeah, remember that thing we said was a planet?
Though?
It's not a planet.
So what? You've been calling this thing our brother all along, and then they're gonna be sorry, dude.
It's the bastard child. Never mind.
The smallest one, the runt of the family.
It's the bastard child of the
poor
planets.
fucking Pluto, dude.
Right, man. I feel bad for him.
Right? Fucking Pluto.
He just needs less nitrogen and he'd be livable.
Poor Pluto. We gotta look out for our baby planet in the back.
For real, man.
You never know.
It's one thing though, I don't know. I just got this random thought that I just want to be who could say that they touch base on every planet? How cool would that be? You know, it's people are like live their life trying to travel to like every country before they die.
Yeah.
Or visit every state in their country, you know. When it's like, yeah, but did you touch down on every planet? That would be quite the goal. I don't know, man. Technology's getting there, you know?
Yeah, dude.
It's just,
I'm excited to see things like...
Maybe I'm pushing technology too far. I'm like, touch every planet, you bitch.
Yeah,
oh, you been to moons?
You know, what's happening right now is we're going to have automated cars real soon.
Yeah. We're already there, man. We got fucking Teslas.
They're already out on the road. Okay, they're getting tested. Okay. Fucking Teslas? They're almost there already. Like... Yeah. But, you know, like... I am a little afraid of that, though, because I feel like I like driving. You know, that's something that's been relaxing to me in my life. So, like... I like being in control. Not being able to fucking drive, it might wear on me after a while. Yeah. You know, I feel like it'll get to a point where human-driven cars might not be able to be on the road anymore. You get what I mean?
Here's my thing is I think it's a good concept for people who shouldn't drive.
Yeah.
You know, we used to drive for a living. We both know that there's one thing that you learn on the road when you drive for a living. And you learn that people don't know how to fucking drive.
Nobody knows how to fucking drive.
Once you drive for a living and you're out on the road every day for like 8 hours, at least, just driving, you start to learn people don't know how to fucking drive.
It gets to the end of the day, I get some serious road rage, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
I want to go home. Right. You're in my way.
Yeah, exactly.
My deliveries are done.
Yes.
You were standing in between me.
Right.
In my fucking bed, bro.
Telling you, man.
Yeah, man.
What kind of trucks did you drive, man, when you were driving?
Well, it was mostly like a Silverado. And then I drove fucking transit trucks for a while. Those little transit vans.
Yeah,
all shapes and sizes.
Yep, the little cubes.
A lot of different types of trucks.
Yeah. Any like commercial vehicles like the Isuzus?
No, I had my fucking chauffeur's license, which in Michigan, you know, that's a thing. Not in every state.
Yeah.
Which gets you up to everything basically, except a semi.
Pretty much, yeah. The same thing, man. I mean, I was even allowed to drive a 24-footer, which I didn't realize was legal for a chauffeur's license. But they're like, yeah, it's not manual, so it's legal.
But I was certified on a lot of vehicles in the military too, so I've had a lot of fucking vehicles under my belt.
Oh yeah, it was cool driving a truck with hydraulic brakes.
Oh yeah,
that was interesting.
Yep,
those are always fun going downhill, and you're like, okay, how's my brakes?
Yeah, each new vehicle is kind of its own thing, you know. But
yeah, I used to run a shuttle to like shuttling parts from like the different locations. And we used to drive a 24-footer to do that.
Yeah, so auto parts and shit.
Yeah. And, dude, that's a big fucking truck, man. It's a big bastard.
Yep.
You know? It was funny because I was checking remember I just glanced at the mileage one day, and I was like, oh, it's only got 34,000 miles on it? That's not bad for, how old this car is. And I was like, no, that's 340,000. I was like, that's a lot of miles for this truck. Am I going to die?
Yeah, dude.
Nah, man, they always had them, like, we had the local fucking truck and trailer mobile mechanics, like they were always at our shop. So like every day, every truck was getting like tuned out. If anything was wrong with it, like they'd take care of it like that day. So like it was pretty cool, like knowing that these trucks, like they're kind of like patched together, but they're patched every day.
Yeah, at least
you know what I'm saying. You at least know they're keeping up with the patches.
That's a huge fucking thing when you're driving though, is keeping up with the maintenance of your vehicle, dude. Because you're driving a lot of fucking miles every day.
Especially if you're driving diesel. And you know, having to fill up on DEF fluid and shit. And, like, knowing your mileage. You know, okay, how long is my route? Do I got to fill up today? I don't know if you guys were in charge of, like, filling your own shit. But, like, we had we loaded our own trucks. We, fueled it up ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Everything on with that, yep.
And, like, you don't want to fuel up every day. Especially when you're working in the wintertime. Like, it's cold as fuck. You got to stand out there with that shit the whole time.
Oh, yeah, man.
So there's some days where you're like, hey, man, like, you got to know your route. You got to know, like, okay, is the quarter tank going to make it today or no?
No, I could never drive a semi, though, man. That was just never my thing. I never wanted to go out and get a trucker's license. I like driving, but I didn't want to extend to that.
I was interested in it.
Fuck semis, dude. That's the fucking
I would rather do, like, concrete shit, you know? Like, driving, like, one of those concrete trucks. Man, you get good fucking bread doing that.
Yeah, man.
So I was like, I could do something like that where I'm not, like, doing it, like, every day. Like, or, like, not being home for a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, driving down this state and delivering all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, doing that, I wouldn't really want to do that much shit, but CDL is really helpful for like construction, good money.
Oh yeah, it's good job security too.
Yeah.
Unless you're bad at driving.
But that was
in which case you're gonna lose your job.
The cool thing about Michigan though was having a chauffeur's license was like priceless.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's such a small like. I don't know about you, but to me it wasn't shit to upgrade to chauffeurs.
No, it wasn't expensive or anything.
I
think my company paid for it.
Like taking the test and everything. Like
no, it was nothing. It was a small ass.
Literally,
test.
like I read the manual and they gave it to me 2 hours prior to me taking the test, and I took the test. And 2 hours.
It wasn't even 2 hours for me. I think they were just like, "Hey, let me know when you're ready."
Yeah, like
this information's gonna be in here. Read through it, and then they're like, "Hey." Yeah. So it was like nothing.
It was just mostly memorizing the numbers of like how much feedback you gotta fucking put your emergency stuff and how much feet do you stop before a stop sign.
Oh yeah, it's really simple.
It's really just minuscule shit.
Plus, if you literally just basically look at the fucking paperwork, it's fucking easily memorizable.
The pamphlet is everything that is in the test, so it's that easy. And then from there, like you're basically like you can drive so much shit there.
Half of it's all fucking signs and shit, anyways, and it's all like. Just look up a bunch of signs. Like, fuck.
It's like that's verification for driving a semi, a box truck, a fucking up to a 24-footer, all covered. All right, that's all we got for you guys today. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah, you guys have a
You guys have a yeah.
You guys have a yeah.
Yeah. All right, thanks for listening, guys. See you next week.
Bye, man.
A new one.
See you guys.